Hello everyone, another month and another 8 games. Sorry for the delay, but I've been playing Power Washer Simulator. Let's get started. I have Pathfinder Kingmaker on my ever-growing unplayed list, so it's nice to have an excuse to fire a game in the series up. What we have here is a decent monster fighting RPG with turn-based combat, but with the option to switch to real-time combat if you prefer. It's a nice touch and I really appreciate it. The narrative is interesting too, and it looks like it'd absorb a lot of time, so if you're an RPG time sink, this could be for you. Next we have Fallout 76, and also the original Fallout 1. Fallout 1 is a turn-based post-apocalyptic RPG. It's not bad, but I doubt I'll play it. Fallout 76, however, I may put some time into. I've had all the Fallout games for a while now, but I never really got around to playing them properly. I started Fallout 4 in earnest, but had to pause while I worked out if the dog you get dies or not online, and never really found time to return to it. While Fallout 1 was a survival RPG from 1997 with turn-based tactical combat, they made the change to FPS RPG with the release of Fallout 3. I got Fallout 76 when I first got an Xbox One X a few years back, but didn't actually fire it up. It's nice to actually play it. On launch it was heavily criticised for a number of reasons, but in the last 5 years numerous updates and changes have significantly improved many things. As you expect from any Fallout game, you have to get food, supplies, fight and survive, and with this game you also get to play with other players online. It's decent and it will be on my playlist this month. I'll be giving away the first game Fallout 1 and this game Fallout 76 together to one subscriber who comments on this video, so please consider liking, subscribing, all the usual stuff for a chance to win.
Hail!
This started out looking like a point and click RPG, but then we got card combat. The combat seems to be to finish with the most amount of points in a round for a 2 out of 3 rounds. Normally I find card combat dull, but this time it was at least brief. Not for me, but it's pretty polished, so it's not terrible.
I congratulate.
The first will.
Othercide is a horror tactical game. The turns are placed on what appears to be a timeline, so if a mob makes a certain move, you have time to counteract before their attack takes effect. With new mobs spawning as you play, you don't really get to plan in the same way that you would with other tactical games. It kind of feels more like you're just reacting, so you may as well be playing real time. The game looks decent if you like turn-based with a twist, but for me it didn't really interest me. Initially this reminded me of Limbo. You play what appears to be a girl's dream and awake states. Once you wake, you're actually controlling 2 characters, one who has to avoid light and another who uses shadows like platforms. Both characters can use a Sands of Time style rewind mechanic too, and work closely together to solve puzzles and make their way through the levels. Overall it reminds me a little of Limbo meets Little Nightmares. I like it, and I'll probably switch to Steam Deck to play it this month fully. Scourgebringer is a pretty good platform and slash roguelite. It looks great, it's got plenty of action and plenty of fighting and upgrading. Probably another one for Steam Deck. This started out as an interesting looking adventure game, but the camera shake was annoying, so I had to disable it. The controls on keyboard are also kind of strange. You select the use option, then you have to use left and right on the keyboard to select an item, then you have to go back to the mouse to click to actually use the item you selected. The whole thing is obviously intended for pad play, so it's kind of clunky on keyboard and mouse. The walk speed also seems slow, which is particularly annoying, and eventually it all put me off getting past the intro, which is a shame because there could be a very good story in there.
I joined a
5 Dates is a dating simulator of sorts. You get to choose responses along the way to find love in London during lockdown. It's okay if you like that kind of thing, the acting is pretty good, and I don't see fans of the genre being disappointed. For me, a married guy in his 40s, I feel a bit creepy and weird playing it.
cultured and everything.
I think you're really cool, so.
Yeah, I think.
So that's it. Comment if you want to win Fallout and I'll pick a winner. Please consider subscribing for more of my terrible videos, and as ever, stay safe.